So two teams setting out to clear the last hurdle before the final, and a couple of hours from now they will know their fate. To the victors, a date with history. It really is now or never. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will. So just two more matches left then, Jim. It has flown by, hasn't it?
Time flies, but we've had so many gripping games, Peter. It's been a real pleasure, and given the form of both of these teams, I'm hoping for another treat in this match.
Number 24, Reece James.
So off we go then. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Rodgers is in a really good position out wide. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this fella Reece James is one of the example of the glut of talent England has at its disposal in this position. He is the complete full-back, wing-back, just as good going forward as backwards. But in his case, I suppose, it's all in the genes too, coming from such a strong footballing family.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Looking for options for movement. Medina. Neither side especially adventurous early on. O'Reilly. Rodgers. Gehi. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Fernandez. Martinez! Oh, can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. James. So it is still 0-0. Messi. McAllister. And Fernandez. And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. O'Reilly. Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham. Romero. Medina. It's a sharp pass. Can he get it through? Oh, well measured. He's going for goal! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Anderson. And no, he's seen through all of that. Ball's gone out of play. Medina simply refused to be outdone there. And it's Bellingham. Rice. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. He'll try from distance! That is decidedly lacking.
England really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Molina. And it's Fernandez. De Paul. Messi. Oh, that's ambitious. It's run loose. Who's going to... Oh, what has happened here? James, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's managed to get free. Romero. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And this is Messi. He's picked it. And Messi! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
O'Reilly. And Rodgers. Chooses to go crossfield. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Bellingham. Spread to the right. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Delivers with whip. And he's heaved it away. Anderson. Passes short and sharp. Bellingham. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Messi. And this is Kane. And that marks the halfway point of the semi-final. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
If you do have a chance today, please
And
take
we
some
are
time
up to
out
the
give
break.
your support
Argentina
throughout the
certainly
stadium.
have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more
Everyone,
menace,
please welcome
more
to the field
meaningfulness
our
after the
players.
break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So the end of the first half in the semi-final. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. That gets us going once more.
Argentina have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going.
And a shot! That's put paid to the danger. Rice. That has been slung wide. Molina making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Fernandez. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. And Medina. And it's Otamendi. Tries to pass it through. And he plays one through. Oh, that's fabulous. O'Reilly. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Argentina can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Saka. He's shifting through the gears here. And here's Kane. Oh, it's come loose. Lovely, now then. And he's there to get it away. Anderson. And it's Bellingham. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now there's a fine ball. And still we await the first breakthrough. Now that looks a decent ball. Kane. And he's being shifted off it. McAllister. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Alvarez. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's McAllister. And that has been cleared. Well, that is one way to stop him. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Messi. Messi going forward. Molina. Stones with the clearance. And that's been won straight back. Showing great feet there. He is through here. And this is Kane. Chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Substitution for England, number 10, Bellingham, number 17, Morgan Rogers, number 7, Bukayo Saka.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 21,
Rice with the short one.
Number 18.
Here comes... Oh, shooting chance! And no mistake. Finally the breakthrough.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Number 8.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
That's a cute ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Pass somewhat off target. Looking to play him in. He's found space here. Alvarez picks it up out wide. And that is expertly dealt with.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
It's a pretty loose pass. Eze. Now it's Gordon.
There will be 1 minute
Gordon
added time.
is onto this. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Martinez. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And we're done. Well, that is the cruel nature of the game. You can give everything and get nothing back. It is the beautiful game, but sometimes it genuinely hurts. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, now is not the time for me to put the boot in and criticise them. They've had a devastating loss here. I think they can only learn from an experience like this, though, and strive to come again.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy.
So the huge prize of a place in the final awaits the winners of this do-or-die contest. The fans in the stands watch on, as does the rest of the world, eager to see which team prevails on the day. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So just 2 more matches left then, Jim. It has flown by, hasn't it?
Time flies, but we've had so many gripping games, Peter. It's been a real pleasure, and given the form of both of these teams, I'm hoping for another treat in this match.
We are just getting started. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Pass somewhat off target. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I do like the look of the very athletic Morgan Rogers. He's a very powerful ball carrier with the right intelligence to play in all advanced positions.
Fernandez! Goal! Argentina! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Argentina leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rice. Anderson. That has been slung wide.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Saka. James. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's gone back to the keeper. Romero. And Medina. Oh, can he get onto this? That's really well cleared. This is a promising build-up. Nicely spread. And he cuts out the supply. Romero. Medina. Now Romero. Medina. Not the most convincing of passes. Played out towards the right wing. Well read, nice interception. And this is Kane. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Almost half an hour in now. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's to Paul. Plays a sharp little ball here.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Messi. Anderson. James. Rice. And it's O'Reilly. Anderson. And Gehi. And it's Stones. James.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Rice. Shifted it to the flank. Rodgers has it out wide and in space. Cross to the back post. Punched away. Defending of the desperate variety.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Elects to cross. He leaps for it. It's hit the crossbar. And he can clear it away. Now Anderson. And it's Rice. Throw in. Romero. Medina. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Now Romero. Otamendi. And it's Molina. So it's half-time in the semi-final. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Just a quick announcement.
Some first half thoughts?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
So it's half-time in the semi-final. Argentina leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So we're off again.
Argentina definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Rice, spread it left. Rodgers, oh, the ball's gone astray. Ball's gone out of play. And here's Bellingham. Anderson. He's on it, can he get away? And he shoots! Molina. Turns back here, probably the best option. That's destined for the flank. For De Paul. Fernandez. And it's Rodrigo De Paul. And Medina. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Argentina just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. O'Reilly.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Alvarez. And it's Molina. Messi. Fernandez does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now this could be a chance. So Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
And here's Saka. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. O'Reilly, and he's had it nicked away. De Paul, looking for a runner, and Martinez! And that's a good finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Saka. Fernandez. Now Romero. And it's Otamendi. Molina. Otamendi. Messi. And it's Molina. Rice. Anderson. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. It's played through for him. Bellingham. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Kane, and he's managed to get free. O'Reilly, looking for options for movement. He's shifting through the gears here. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Bukayo Saka. Coming on the field, number 21, Eze. Number 11, Rashford.
And it's hoisted clear. And it's James. The pull, venturing down the left. Now it's Martinez. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Kane has been caught there, it's a foul.
Substitution for England, number 3. Coming on the field is number 15, Bond.
Almost nothing left on the clock here. They have 1 foot in the final. Burn. Alvarez receives it in a good position here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Argentina have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. The final 5 minutes. Oh, that's fabulous. Rashford finding himself in space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's straight offside. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Messi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's a throw.
There will be 3 minutes.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Rashford carries the ball down the right. Now it's Kane. Oh, played through for the wide man. That is good strength. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over. And that should get the job done. And that's gone loose. And we're done. So this is it. The final hurdle is behind them. It is a straight road to glory. There's a small matter of the final to come, but these fans don't care. This is their time now, their pride and joy. Your reflections then, Jim?
You know, all 4 sides left at this stage could make a good case to win it. But this team looks like they believe their name is already on it.
Volunteers for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.
Well, how long we have waited for this festival of football to reach its climax. It feels like an age ago that the first qualifiers kicked off, and now here we are. The final showdown, the ultimate prize awaits at the end of all of this. But there's an awful lot of football to be played before then. The players are ready, and we're about to get underway. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. That was impressive. It's hard to imagine how those players might be feeling, but what do you think might be going through their minds, Jim?
Well, I think ultimately they'll be wanting to enjoy it, while at the same time trying to remember their tactical instructions and the jobs they've been assigned. I think both teams have had a wonderful tournament so far, so this should be an excellent final, Peter, and I'm desperately looking forward to it.
And we're on the way.
Yeah, I think I'll be keeping a keen eye, Peter, on the early exchanges here. Both managers did emphasise their eagerness to get on the front foot, so we'll see how true to their word they are.
Now it's Alvarez. And the ball is out of play. Well, history tends to say that these finals are pretty tight games, Jim. Same again, do you think?
Yeah, the odds are that's always likely to be the case, Peter, but I'd like to think that fortune will favour the brave here.
It's not an especially good pass, that. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, modern centre-backs are judged on their ability to defend. But this guy, Christian Romero, is a player who excels up front too. He loves every opportunity to make a forward run, and even when it comes to set pieces, he'll hang around for minutes thereafter in the hope that he might just get an opportunity. So yes, he's a centre-back, but a very different one.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Now it's Doku. Romero can clear it away, and he's there to belt it away. But they've got it again. Both sides exercising caution for now. Mechela. Castagna. Really fierce, close defending. And it's De Bruyne. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
Medina.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide. And that's gone loose. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
De Paul receives it in a good position here. Argentina have reclaimed it. It's a loose ball, and he's following up! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Meunier. For De Bruyne. Meunier. Onana. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Doku. And it's Castagna. Here's Onana. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Martinez. Now it's De Paul. Back where it came from. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Trossard.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Defending here is really tight. He shifted it to the flank. Space for him to turn and look. And the counter is on. Medina. De Paul. That has been knocked clear. Could be danger here. Castagna. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Mechela. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Amadou Onana. Turns back here, probably the best option. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. De Bruyne. Trossard providing an outlet on that flank. De Paul. Castagna gets across to intercept that. Looking to play him in. Castagna wants to run onto this. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Can he get it through? Now it's Messi. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's the Catalara. It's a really well-measured ball. Trossard. So we are halfway through this final. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
To inform you that today's match day
So Jim Beglin, halfway through, what are your thoughts for the final so far?
Well, I think it's safe to say that the occasion seems to be getting to some of the players and it's making them play a bit within themselves. I think it's all a bit passive. When you look at both managers, they'll be wanting to give their players a real lift at half-time now, and we'll see something better in the second half.
So it's half-time in the grand finale. So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. The whistle goes, we're off and running. So neither side has yet broken through. Alvarez! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Tielemans. Onana. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now Trossard. And he's there to clear it.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
McAllister opts for safety. De Paul. Trossard. De Bruyne. Now it's the Catalara. Onana. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Molina. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. And it's Otamendi. And Molina. And it's Messi. McAllister. 60 minutes played. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And it's Otamendi. Argentina have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Now it's Trossard, foot in. That's a good run down the left. Aims beyond the defence. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Doku. Here's Onana. De Bruyne.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Romero. Distributed tidily. Medina. And it's Fernandes. McAllister. And Molina. And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Onana. Almost nothing left on the clock here. It does seem we're headed for extra time here, unless, of course, there is one last dramatic twist. Oh, no joy this time.
Argentina really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Castagna. He's picked his way through. Doku stood his ground strongly. Medina. Fernandes. And it's McAllister. Oh, a delicate chip through. Can he get onto this? Messi picks it up out wide.
Substitution for Belgium.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And here's McAllister. Molina. Shot a goal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution for Belgium. Number 21,
Argentina have their second corner now.
Coming on the field is number 3, Tet.
McAllister with the short one. A real chance! And he's taking no chances there. And it's Fernandes.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Teat.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
It's Meunier.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Well seen, saw that coming. Oh, it's come loose. Romero. There's the referee's whistle. That is 90 minutes. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, that was tense, Peter. It had all the usual ingredients of a final, like the sense of occasion, the nervousness, the tension involved. But you won't get any complaints from me. This is hard grind.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
Number 11, Goku.
And we're up and running.
To replace him is number 19.
Morera. Now it's Lukaku. Now it's Lukaku. And it's Lukaku! Oh, what has happened here? Skims one in. And he's quick to get rid. Lobbed in behind. Now that's well seen too. Morera. Tielemans. Argentina are looking to break at pace. De Bruyne demonstrating his defensive quality there. Always onto this. Now there's a fine ball. Lukaku! Oh, denied brilliantly.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Otamendi. Romero. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. And he's forced to go back. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
8, Yuri Tielemans. Coming on the field is number 6, Axel Witsel. Substitution in progress.
Morera. Now De Bruyne. Teat. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. De Bruyne really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now it's Lukaku. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Substitutions taking place.
And it is half-time in extra time.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit.
Plenty of tired limbs and minds out there. We may be looking at penalties here. Well, here we go then. So time for a bit of smash and grab. Baleri, Romero. Now it's Lukaku. And he is deftly away. It's anyone's ball now.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't...
It's Lukaku! Off the post! Belgium are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Coming on the field, number 20, Hans Vanaken. Number 22, Alexis Telemakis.
So the final moments of the final, and the destiny of the cup still unclear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Onana. Van Aken. That's a good ball out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Morera is flagged offside.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Onana. And it's Meunier. McAllister. Baleri. Here's Otamendi. And that's it. And that means penalties. So 2 full hours of action.
What a final, Peter. What a final. A full 120 minutes of focus and intensity with tiring heads and limbs. Whatever happens now, those players can be immensely proud of themselves.
A brief rest, and then it will be time to refocus. So the calm before the storm. So, the final act of the final. Lukaku to go first. 1-0.
That's the example they will want to follow.
It is the lonely walk. Up steps Mr. Dependable. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Belgium with this chance to pull 2 clear. Big character, big moment, big save. McAllister is the second man to step up for his team. Oh, and the keeper guessed right too. So both teams on the board. We're on to number 3 here. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Alvarez is the third man to step forward. Made it look easy.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that.
This then to level matters. Great penalty, outwitted the keeper.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Martinez is 4th up.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
He must, but can he? they've done it. They are the champions of the world. A lifetime's glory, a lifetime's honour.
And you know, it really is the pinnacle for these players. This is the ultimate experience.
And this is football's ultimate prize. 5 kilos of 18-carat gold. There is nothing that could compare to this.
I can only dream.
Can we not all dream of scenes which here are truly extraordinary? I think we are about to run out of time, so that is it from us. And once again, congratulations to the winners.
Just a quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.